Hey everyone.
I'm a 50. I'm a 50. I'm a 50. I'm a 50. How you doing, Ben?
Good, how are you? Welcome to Northern Countdown, everyone. The show formerly known as Get Ready Now Northern Countdown. How are you doing this week, 50?
A sign of good things to come, with without spoiling too much. A sign of good things to come and long last.
Yeah, I think we're finally turning the cube. If that makes sense. And this is your topic, but I have to say I had the most fun with it. I don't have any honorable, no, I have one honorable mention, but yeah, why don't you explain this topic, 50?
That's a relief because I thought you and Soda were going to struggle with this one. I'm happy to hear you did.
Well, let me put it like this. I don't think I did. Hopefully you don't change the rules on me halfway through, but we'll cross
And
that
yeah,
bridge.
that's the problem. I'm not even. It's my topic, and even I don't know the full rules yet because it's such a tricky thing. But you know what? Let's just go for it and see how our lists are going to look like by the end of this.
Of course. It's your topic, you take it away, my man.
Okay, so my topic basically is our. I don't know what came over me, but I wanted to just come up with the most obscure topic I can think of, which is the the random, unimportant, non-related to anything songs that just randomly come up on one any given episode of a TV show and is never once brought up or mentioned again. So sadly, as much as I hate to admit it, Smelly Cat and Soft Kitty not on the list. And actually, I think we already did those songs on a different list. But yeah, so if it's a song that was just a random spur of a moment, like a random character humming a song just for fun, it qualifies. As long as it hasn't been an official song or has never really been mentioned again. Sorry. So do you want me to start?
Yeah, you're sure. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but you have something to say, or should I go with my number five first?
Go with your number 5.
Okay, so my number five is from Johnny Bravo. Okay, now Johnny Bravo is a very silly and goofy character, but here's one thing that he did. Now, towards Johnny Bravo's last season of the show, I believe, they started making all kinds of songs. Actually, in the first season also, they did all kinds of songs, but those songs were just written specifically to be a part of the episode, like a Disney musical type thing. However, in one of his last episodes, he was in a magic show, not with Robert Parker, but that's a different story. He was in a magic show, and the he got up on stage, and the magician just did a magic trick to make him disappear. Now, of course, because it's Johnny Bravo, he thought the magician actually made him invisible, right? So he just kept going around the city thinking he's invisible to anyone but himself, and he just kept doing all sorts of illegal stuff that you can get away with as an invisible guy and no one would arrest you. And all the while he started walking the streets of Erin City singing Invisible Guy, Invisible Guy. And yeah, that's why this song qualifies for this list. Invisible guy. And it just got stuck in my head ever since, and it refuses to leave.
Um, I never seen Johnny Bravo. Is that a good show?
Yes, I mean, it is very much a product of its time. And by that
Okay.
I mean Johnny Bravo, the character, would not stand today with all the Me Too movement and all that stuff. But when you really stop and think about it, yes, Johnny Bravo is a chauvinistic, um, misogynistic character. But at the end of the day, this all the show really does is just female empowerment because he tries to hit on random women, and then the women just beat the crap out of him and be like, I'm a strong, independent woman. You're just a piece of trash man. You're not gonna hit on me. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let that pass. And he just keeps getting his ass kicked by strong, independent women. So in a way, it's sort of
Maybe,
it's sort of
maybe it was, maybe it was something that I hit of it this time. I don't know.
yeah,
But
maybe.
that's an interesting song.
And at one point he starts swimming in a local fountain, and he does a slight alteration to the song. While he's swimming in the fountain, he's going like invisible backstroke, invisible backstroke. And my
Yeah.
favorite part about this entry of on my list is it's such a Johnny Bravo thing to do, thinking he's invisible because a magician made him. I mean, it's actually similar to a previous episode of the show where he thought time froze for everyone else but himself because he woke up and saw the VCR blinking the same hour all the time. So
That's like, that,
he started doing all kinds of illegal stuff that he thought he could get away with because everyone's frozen in time. It's such a Johnny Bravo thing to do.
nice. Well, my number five is from the Big Bang Theory. I hope this counts. Is that song Howard sings to Bernadette when she's in the hospital and then with their anniversary? That counts, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not an official song in any official capacity, and it was only just for that one episode and never brought up again. It's just to the best of my memory, and it's on top of all that, it's a great moment. So why the
It's
hell
a
not?
beautiful, it's a beautiful moment. It shows you how much he loves you. And I forget, were they married at this time? I want to say no, but I might be mistaken.
It might be the season they got married, but I don't know if it was that episode, if it was before or after it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I just remember everyone is singing and Sheldon and Sheldon being afraid of being in the hospital, being afraid of catching whatever Bernadette had, even though he was perfectly safe. And it isn't great, yeah. It isn't great. It's a really beautiful moment how it does to show his love to Bernadette. Because they
you know,
really love you.
yeah, their relationship is kind of littered with moments where you just ask yourself, why does she still hang around with this guy? And it's moments like these that remind you why they're
Right.
still together.
They really need to make a really great pair, don't they?
Yeah,
And yeah, I miss the show, man. I really liked it.
yeah, me too. But I think it ended when it needed to end.
Agreed, agreed. And I don't know if you've seen any of it, but Young Sheldon actually does abandon the show.
Yeah, I saw a random episode or two here and there, but I haven't sat down and watched all of it. I'm planning to
That,
do so eventually.
that kid really does a good job playing a young Sheldon Cooper. I recommend it.
Okay.
Okay, what is your number 4?
Okay, for my number 4, I will need to do a magic trick. No, I'm just kidding. I will need to bring up something. Here we goes. Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I don't want us to get canceled or anything for copyright, but it's basically the YouTube video is called Pikachu and Piplup Happy Song, but it's basically just it's the start of a random episode, and it just the episode just opens with Pikachu and Piplup just singing, and obviously because they're Pokemon, all they can do is just sing out their names. But it's cute, it's adorable, it's funny, and it's one of my favorite moments from the Diamond and Pearl series. And if I remember the episode correctly, it's actually one of the saddest episodes of that series, which is saying something. But it's the episode I think when Jessie has to say goodbye to her Dustox, which is sort of a callback to the episode where Ash had to say goodbye to his Butterfree, which is, in my opinion, the saddest episode of Pokemon ever. But this episode, well, it is like a lot of the Diamond and Pearl episodes, which is one of my main issues with that series. It's a lot of the episodes kind of feel like rehashes of other and better episodes, but this episode does not disappoint. It got me in the emotion, and to think that it opens with something as cute and as innocent as just Pikachu and Piplup singing for a couple of minutes. It's it shows you how a series like Pokemon, the anime series, can hit these notes of silly kid goofy stuff and funny stuff, and yet at the same time emotional coming of age hard hitting topics like having to say goodbye to a beloved friend, or in this case Pokemon slash pet, for their own good.
I guess I never really thought of it like that, but yeah, it is a good message for kids to learn. And I'm not going to lie, that clip doesn't make me want to go back and watch the episode. What you saying is a pretty good episode?
I don't remember the name of it, but I can look it up later after the show.
Okay.
However, if you're interested, and by the way, that episode is, like I said, it's in the Diamond and Pearl series of the anime, which is considered one of the one of the high points of the Pokemon anime ever. Like one of the best sort of segments of that. It's like the Doctor, like Doctor Who. It's like you have the David Tennant Doctor, the Matt Smith era, the Peter Capaldi era. So that the Diamond and Pearl is considered one of the best for a lot of people. But if you're interested, a couple of years ago, I actually uploaded to YouTube a 10-hour version of that song. Because I know people love 10-hour repetition songs on the internet. And I just, on a recommendation from a friend at work at the time, I was like, yeah, sure, what the hell? Let's do a 10-hour song of just Pikachu and Piplup singing together. Don't ask me how long it took to make that episode.
I'm going to. This is surprising me in a bit. I might have to get that thing from you sometime. Maybe, I don't know.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, my number 4. Okay. Don't attack me. In the originated in the movie, but it was brought back in our TV show. I hope this is okay.
Go ahead.
It's a made-up song from this one character from the movie Good Burger with Kenan and Kel. And the song lasted a long way maybe in the movie, but what I'm taking this from is when Kenan and Kel were reunited again after years of being separated on the Jimmy Fallon show. Indiana Smith was music, and they broke out the song. What song? It's a song, I'm immune. I'm immune. You're immune. You're immune. That's my number 4. And I hope that counts.
Well, I guess it does. I don't necessarily know the specifics. So, I mean, if it's a random song that just happened to be in that episode, then yeah, I guess it does count.
It is. So that's my number 4.
Okay.
It's a catchy song. I like it. It reminds me of my childhood. Yeah. What's your number 3, my man?
Yeah, here's the problem. I'm blanking on it. Yeah, I need to learn to write my entries down because I keep forgetting them. I remember very firmly my number 1 and my number 2. I can't remember my number 3 all of a sudden, and it bothers me. And maybe it's part of the fact that I woke up really early today, but okay, okay, okay. Screw that. I got a new one. I got a replacement. If I remember my original number 3, I'll let you know. But I got a replacement one, and I think it's just as good. It's from. Have you ever watched the Justice League animated series or Justice League Unlimited?
No, can't say I have.
Okay, so there's a random episode where, long story short, Wonder Woman gets turned into a pig by none other than Cersei, not Cersei from Game of Thrones, Cersei from Greek mythology. Anyways, so Batman basically spends the entire episode trying to find Cersei and get her to reverse the spell, but by the end of the episode, when he finally finds her, turns out the only way to reverse the spell is for him to perform a song on stage in front of a live crowd audience, because apparently she loves to listen to his Kevin Conroy voice. So, yeah, at the risk of completely skipping over my number 3, which I can't remember at the moment, I'm trying to look at all these weird geeky things I have in my apartment right now to maybe give me some clue and some hint, but nothing comes to mind. So this is my replacement one. And like I said, if I remember what was my original number 3, I'll let you know later. But I just looked and I saw the Superman over there and the Wonder Woman right over there. It just, I don't know, somehow it clicked. And that's my replacement number 3. And I think from now on I should start writing down my entries because it's getting ridiculous. It's not the first, second, or even 10th time it happened to me on the show. So I apologize for that.
No worries. No worries. I would be curious to hear your number 3. Your original number 3, I mean. My number 3 comes from the show Castle. Its very first episode. Now, he just started to work with Kate, his partner, who is a cop and he's a writer. I don't know if you know Castle at all.
I think we talked about it, but I still didn't watch the show.
Okay, so he's a writer, he's working with the police, but at the beginning they treat him like, they want him to be careful, so they stick him in the car to wait for his partner who's doing the police stuff. So he's in the car, he's keeping himself busy, and he's not just humming. It lasts all of 30 seconds, but there's a great, quick, funny thing that always makes me laugh every time I see it. And I'll show it to you later.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. You know, I'm just now noticing that all of my entries are 2D animated shows so far, and that's why I'm so upset that I forgot my original number three, because I'm pretty sure it was live action, but I can't quite remember what it was. But anyways, my number two, which I distinctly remember because it's actually my namesake for today. It's from I can't remember the episode of this of Family Guy, and that's really what the beauty of this list,
I
that
know.
you
I
remember the
know.
moment, you remember the song, you just can't necessarily remember the episode, which is why I love coming up with this idea. And
I
obviously, you probably
know.
know, you know that the song
Uh,
is I'm a tumor, 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 I'm a tumor. Oh, 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 I'm a tumor.
anyway, yes, I remember that.
I
Hey,
mean, that's only Seth MacFarlane could make fun of something so horrible and make it so catchy. Like
yeah,
that guy is an accidental genius.
hey, I'm a tumor. Now,
I'm a tumor.
uh, yeah, that is a who raised that happened, right? People raised know it.
It was Lois, and I think it was Brian asking her, how do you keep putting up with Peter and all this weird crazy shenanigans?" And she's like, I can't remember what exactly she says, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm ignoring it. What's the worst that could happen? And she does this. Then there's a close up look at her brain, and she's got a tumor on her brain for some reason, because apparently ignoring what your husband says. I'm sorry, Ryan. Okay, I like the song. Okay, it's a catchy song. What do you want? What is it with people from the community coming here to yell at me over my picks?
we
Please, please tell me Jess is still asleep. Please tell me Jess isn't coming.
relax, man, relax.
Okay. So yeah, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I actually came up with a Hebrew translation for it just because I was bored sitting on a toilet one day. But yeah, that's how much the song is stuck permanently in my brain like a tumor.
I'm pushing this. Yeah, so that's your number two, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my number two comes from the show Scrubs. The main characters in the no, I'm sorry. The main wait, who is it? I think one of the characters, I can't remember which one, is asking everybody's opinion about something. And it's like a yes and no type of thing. And one of the doctors says, "You're wrong." But he ends up singing it. You're wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. It's a quick little bit that happens so quickly, but it makes me laugh every time.
Wasn't it Dr. Cox that did that? It kind of
Yep,
sounds like something he would do.
yep, it was Dr. Cox.
Oh.
But I forgot who asked the question.
Oh. Oh. I
I
think I
don't think
might
it
have
was,
seen that. I only saw the first season of Scrubs start to finish, and then all the other seasons I watched an episode here, three episodes there. It's kind of jumbled. It's a show that I definitely need to one day, just like I did with Smallville and um, Big Bang Theory and all of that. Just sit my ass down and watch the entire show start to finish.
it's a good show. I recommend if you're going to watch it, only watch seasons 1 through 8 because that's a show. Season 9, they tried to bring it back, but it was more of a spin-off, and it was not as good, if that makes sense.
So when you say spin off, it's like without JD and Turk, or
They have some characters, but most of the characters are new.
so,
So I believe Chip was there, Cox was there. I can't remember who else. It was like two or three more people, but one of it was new.
well, you can't.
Yeah,
I don't think you can have that show without JD and Turk, Dr. Cox, and the janitor. Pretty sure all the
right,
other characters are interchangeable, but those four are like the four pillars of the show. You can't do the show without them.
right. And Jenny made a few appearances. I think you're right. Yeah, it's been on my God, Promise Man School. That's right.
So was it an actual spin-off or was it that's the name of season 9? I'm confused.
It's kind of like what they did with Once Upon a Time, season 7.
Oh, which I didn't think it was as bad as people said it was.
Season 7 was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
And what they tried to do with Scrubs, only they did it better.
Once Upon a Time
But
did it
yeah,
better. Okay, well, that's something to look forward to.
okay, yeah, okay, fine. So yeah, that's my number.
I will say the last season of Once Upon a Time wasn't completely necessary, but I'm glad we got it. It was the best. It was a good way to close all of these dangling threads we still had from the show.
I think I could have ended with season 6,
Me too.
but
But
season
again,
7 was. Uh, I can, give me an idea. Season 7 was like a good dessert. Like you didn't need it, but it was still good. If
yeah,
that makes sense.
like it's like grabbing one more slice of pizza, even though you're already full.
Right.
Something like that.
So do you have any honorable mentions, my man?
So the Scrubs one was your number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have one honorable mention, and the reason why it's an honorable mention is because it's an alteration of an existing song that was intended to be, that was actually released as an official song for the show. So the show The Lion Guard, and obviously, I believe the second song introduced in the pilot TV movie was the song Zukazama, sang by Kayon's best friend, Bunga, which basically he sings why he's always so happy and joyful with life, and he's singing Zukazama Zom 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 Zukazama. It's his catchphrase Zukazama, which literally it's Swahili for dive in, because he's always like jump first, ask questions never type of guy. But there's this one episode where he gets bitten by a snake, and he thinks he thinks he's gonna die from the snake's venom. But then Rafiki shows up and he's like, "Dude, you're a honey badger. You have immunity to snake venom. Well, you're fine. Like you're immune." And then all of a sudden, because it's Bunga, he just thinks he's invincible. Like he can do anything and never die, because he thinks that's what being immune means. So he just starts going around singing Zukazama, I'm immune. Zukazama, I'm immune, which is a little bit of a tie-in back to the invisible guy from the beginning.
Oh, nice. Nice. I like that. I also have one honorable mention. It's from the Big Bang Theory.
Hold
Uh,
on.
what?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was thinking of something else.
Oh. Paul and Dr. Jones. So, the story was Stewart was going to reopen the comic book store, and Howard and Waj came up with a song, the singer called Soul and Dr. Jones. Do you remember this?
Yes. Now that you mention, I do remember that song. I don't remember the lyrics, but I do
Soul and
remember the
Dr.
situation.
Soul
Yeah,
and Dr. Jones. Soul and Dr. Jones.
yeah.
When we were
That's when Raj and Howard, for some reason, decided to start up a band.
right. And only that one episode, but oh god, that song is catchy as hell.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like it.
So
Okay,
did Soda send you his
no.
top five? Okay, so I guess it's gonna be a pretty short show today. So we're gonna jump into my number one then, right?
Right.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. Again, I don't remember the episode. I just remember the moment and the song where Homer just says to Lisa, inside every human being, there is an endless conflict between good and evil that cannot be resolved. And then it just jumps straight into Homer's inner brain, where we see a gravestone of R.I.P. Good Homer, and
Oh,
it's Homer in a devil suit singing with maracas. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
damn, that's a good song.
It's so
Uh,
catchy and stupid. And I think I also found a 10-minute version of that on YouTube
send
somewhere.
it to me. Send it to me later. I might have to send it to somebody. God,
Ooh,
that's catchy.
that's catchy as hell. And you know
Yeah.
what? I think I finally remember what my original number three was, but I'm gonna let you get on with your number one first before
No,
back.
go ahead. All about it. What is your number three?
Now I'm actually mad at myself that I forgot. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza. Maybe it's because I just ate pizza before we started the show. Maybe that's why I forgot. Too much pizza on the brain. But
Coming right
right,
here.
yeah. Pizza is the pizza, yeah, for you and me.
Sing it, 50. Sing it, my man. Yeah, I hit it.
Pizza is the pizza. If you know, you know. If you watch the episode, you know. When we just lost all our viewers because of my singing voice. Okay.
Yeah, I know we did it. You know what? I'm not the biggest SpongeBob fan, but I remember that episode, and I love that episode.
I am a fan.
It,
Sorry, I'm a fan of early SpongeBob and the first and third movies. Everything else, nah.
it got too silly for me. It got too silly and stupid for
Yeah,
me.
I think I said it with my friends once. It's like at certain point, Steven Hellenberger started switching from using these drugs to these drugs, and I don't know who his new drug dealer was, but the new stuff ain't good. Like, go back to the good drugs you were doing a second ago.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but didn't they?
Of course, I'm not implying that anyone involved with the production of SpongeBob was in fact doing drugs. It's a joke. Okay, just wanted to clarify so no one comes after me.
Wait, and then, am I remembering correctly that, like, maybe halfway through either season 3 or 4, maybe they switched showrunners? Can that be?
See, what?
Never
Can you repeat
mind.
that? No.
I mean, hey, maybe they switched showrunners. like producers.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Steven Hellenberg
Okay.
till the day he died, and then afterwards and beyond.
Gotcha.
Because he
Gotcha.
passed away. Actually, I think he passed away like a week or two after Schnipp. It's like
Oh.
that was a gut punch to me. Like
Yeah, and we
with
did
Schnipp,
well.
with Schnipp, you took my heart. With him, you took my soul, and it was like a couple weeks apart, which was just it
And,
was devastating.
and, and I hate to ask, but we did also well at the time we lost Stanley.
No, because I'm pretty sure they both died around June/July, and Stan Lee was around this September or October, something like that.
Monday was all okay.
But to your point, it was a couple of weeks after Ditko. 2018 was a devastating year for celebrity deaths,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'll always remember it because that was my first year on YouTube, and that was the year I actually did my first ever in memoriam for celebrities we lost that year. So
Oh, nice.
it has an extra special place for me because of that video that I made.
Nice. Okay, so my number one is from Seinfeld.
Please bring the mood back up, Ben, please.
And my number one will do it. Is from Seinfeld. George is in an apartment. He's avoiding a woman. He's wondering, he's screaming, and his answering machine sings a song.
Oh,
Believe it or not, George is at home. He's amazing at the beat. I will pick up the phone. Oh, I might be out. I can't remember the exact name, but you know the song.
and he's listening to that song while eating popcorn and
Yeah.
dancing to it. Of course, it's your number one. Of course, makes so much sense.
What can I say? Seinfeld is my number 3 favorite show. I even have a baseball with all the cast signed it.
If I had some time, I'd get up to bring the Lego Seinfeld set from the back room, but I don't think I can do it right
God,
now.
I love that show. And I love George Costanza. He's one of my favorite TV characters. And
We
I
live
love
in
this
a
show.
society.
Yes, we live in a society. I'm aware. No, it's Moops. I love that show.
Get a good look, Costanza. Random question. If we were to apply Big Bang Theory characters to the Seinfeld crew, which one would be Costanza?
He wouldn't be any of them. He would be Howard Stern. I thought about this. Because the way in episode of Seinfeld, when George went out with the actress who played Howard's mom. So they had a kid, and then turned out to be Howard. He is one being
Shared universe! There's Doctor Strange in the multiverse of Seinfeld!
It's bananas, I tell you, bananas.
Mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together.
It's unique.
Yeah, if Doctor Strange eventually visits the grand multiverse of sitcoms, he's gonna find Lisa Kudrow not playing Ursula or Phoebe, but she's playing Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
With Paul Rudd as your husband,
yeah, and he's like, wait, you're married to Ant-Man? Who's Ant-Man? When did this show get off the rails, man? What did I do? I think we started talking about SpongeBob drugs, and then maybe it just went
Uh,
on from there.
You know what? It's all good and fun when we're doing a show together like this, 50. I
Yeah,
love working with you, my man.
that's one
Well,
of my favorite things about doing this show.
I guess that wraps it up. And my pick next week.
Yep, it is.
So, when we're talking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you got my topic, top 5 cameos we want to see in Doctor Strange 2.
Are we limited?
Marvel movie. The only cameo in the anime of Marvel movie character. Could be from anything Marvel. It
Okay,
could be
fine.
from.
And also, I'll say another caveat. It's got to be one that hasn't already appeared in the marketing campaign. So the movies, or sorry, the trailers, or the
We're
poster.
not. Right. We're
If
not.
you look at if you actually look in the poster, you can see Captain Carter's shield from the What If series.
Right. Well, this is going to be fun. I know there's one of this. But yeah, that's my list for next week.
I only wish I had some way to help me think of potential candidates for my list. I mean, if only something here could help me.
50, my man. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek, and you can also find me on the same address over on Twitch. Yesterday. I did my longest live stream ever, which lasted almost 10 hours, and Ben was there for the end of it. As far as my gaming channel, I think I'm going to retire that entire concept because I never really did anything of note on that thing. So any gaming material with me going forward is going to be exclusively on Twitch from now on, and maybe I'll develop that into something else in the future. Who knows? But I also have my own show on this channel, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, where I talk about the greatest TV show of all time, Doctor Who. I'm here every Sunday with Ben and Soda on Northern Countdown, and can we? Is it too early to tease the Alien game, Ben?
For Doctor Who?
No, the Star Wars Alien game.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's not my thing. So you're going to have to ask.
Okay, so
I
never
don't
mind.
know.
I wrote some questions for the Alien game, and I might be there as a co-host. That's what I was going for. I mean, it's a week and a half from now, I think, right?
I'm
Never
not
mind.
sure.
Never mind. Screw it. We'll do it live. I already did it. It doesn't matter.
Hey, we're going to get canceled. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. And you guys can find me everywhere at Mike Twitter, Ben_Venue, every Sunday on Northern Countdown here. Every Tuesday on Rewind That Tape. There might be some more information coming out pretty soon. Keep an eye out on my Twitter and my Facebook. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. So until later, this is Ben and 50. We'll see you next week. Later.